Hi there, and welcome back to another edition of Gray Hair and Tattoos. My name is Lonnie, and today we are going to talk about your tattoo snack bag. Now, what's a tattoo snack bag, you ask? Well, it is a bag of nutritious, sugary, chocolatey snacks that I bring with me to every single appointment, not only for myself, but for my artist, for the shop, for any other customers in the shop that might need a little something to eat, a little piece of sugar, just something for everyone that is there getting tattooed the day that I am there. Now, I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I found that during some sessions I would get a little lightheaded. Perhaps I didn't eat enough before going into my appointment, and I could just kind of feel myself getting a little lightheaded. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to start bringing myself some snacks. Then I realized that sometimes my artists, who, usually they eat, but perhaps they didn't get to eat as much as they wanted to, and they need some nutrition. Or your appointment can go longer than either one of you thought, and it might be to the point where you just need to take a little break, eat a little something, drink some water, and then go forward with your appointment. So it just kind of came about just through years of experience of going and getting tattoos and finding that this became a necessity, and also it just kind of became my tradition. So I am going to break down for you today what it is that I bring into my appointments every time I go. Now, I'm a mom, so I get to be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to bring in, kind of like the grandma who brings a box of cookies or, pulls out little hard candies from her purse. I'm okay being that person. But I have heard from numerous comments, numerous feedback, that a lot of people do bring snacks for not only themselves, but for their artist. So don't feel like you're going to be like, people are going to look at you and be like, why is she or he doing this? You know what? They're going to appreciate you, and just trust me, they're going to appreciate you. So let's start off with what I bring. Or actually, let's start off what I bring it in. I bring it in one of these little recycled, reusable Starbucks bags. Now, the reason I picked this bag is because it is, if I leave the snacks behind, I haven't left my container behind. If I leave the snacks behind, I don't really, I don't mind. They can keep the bag, and they can keep everything in the bag. But I like to bring it just for that reason, because I want to be able to transport them all in one bag, and everything fits perfectly into this bag. So I, again, just use these little recyclable Starbucks bags. Now, I always try to have a variety. I try to have a variety so that not only do I know what I like, but it will basically, hopefully, meet the needs of the other people in the shop. I try to stay with something that gives the most nutrition, and I try to stay with things that are individually packaged and sealed. I know I personally, while the thought and the attention might be really nice, I'm not a fan of eating things from other people's kitchens. It's just my preference. So I try to use that same respect and that same mindset when I'm picking my snacks. So the first thing that I usually always bring are these Aussie Bites. Now, these Aussie Bites are individually, they come in this container, easily shareable. They have a lot of nutritious value. They're not high in calories. And again, just a little nutritious pick-me-up that I can, when I get there, I always find a little spot that I can put some stuff out. So whoever wants to walk by and grab one, then you know what? They have this available, and help yourself. That's just the way I look at it, and that's just the way I like to be. So just in case somebody doesn't really like the Aussie Bites or something along those lines, I try to get maybe little granola clusters. Again, just in an individually packaged container. Somebody can come by, grab a little bit out of there and keep on walking. Again, if you notice, the theme is nutrition, kind of trying to get that the most bang out of your buck kind of thing. I want it to be, if anybody is feeling lightheaded, they might need a little nutritional boost, but they can't really stop and go get lunch. One of these items will give them just that for that. And again, keeping in mind, it's about easily carried, individually packaged, and just, kind of yummy. I also bring protein bars. Now, I'll bring a variety of protein bars because I don't know what people like. I bring a variety of protein bars because I'm not too sure what I'm going to be wanting. But I will bring an actual protein bar if the other ones, if I'm not in the mood, or again, if my appointment has lasted much longer than I thought, and instead of actually stopping for lunch, I will just stop, have a protein bar, drink water at the time, and it will keep me from getting lightheaded. So think about maybe some protein bars. If you're not going to bring the whole snack bag, at least throw a couple of protein bars in your bag or bring it with you, just so you have that available in case you need a substitution for a meal. I picked these particular ones, and again, a variety. I try to do like a lemon one, a chocolate one, just something, a variety of protein bars, again, that I'll be able to choose from. Or if I see somebody in the shop who looks like they might need one, I'll do the mom thing and I'll go offer it to them. Just what I do, but I think it's a cool culture to have in your tattoo shop, that you're looking out for each other. So after my nutritional snacks, I bring in something a little bit more sugary. Now, I bring in it to be a little bit more sugary because sometimes your blood sugars can drop a little bit and you just might need that little boost of sugar. So I bring it in two different forms. I bring it in a form of chocolate. Now, I could again just bring in a Hershey chocolate bar or just some sort of chocolate, but if I'm going to be eating chocolate, I also want a little bit of protein also. So I will bring in peanut clusters, pecan, walnut clusters, any sort of nut cluster that has chocolate with it. Now, if somebody has a nut allergy, you know what, I apologize. I won't be able to provide them chocolate, but I'll have a substitute for the sugar. So think about it along those lines. Bring in a little bit of chocolate. Again, if you don't want to bring in a snack bag, throw a little chocolate bar in your purse or bring it with you, just in case, again, you are feeling a little lightheaded, you will have something to eat. So along with the chocolate, I go just one little step farther and just bringing in some candy. Now, the candy can be anything, Skittles, it does, anything that's easily shareable. But in this particular demonstration, I'm bringing in licorice. So they're little licorice bites, super easy to share. I don't have to sit there and eat a big old licorice string. I can just grab a couple, depending on how I feel. Again, I bring in a variety because I don't know how my body's going to react during that particular appointment. I want to be prepared for whatever it is that I feel that I need. Again, depending on the amount of sleep I got the night before, what I had for breakfast, did I drink too much coffee? I'm not going to know how my body's going to react to the tattoo until I'm actually getting tattooed. So I like to bring a variety of things that I will be able to use depending on what I need. So this is basically a standard tattoo snack bag that I pack on every single time. Now, other things that you can add to it is you can add some seasonal fruit. I have brought in tangerines before. I will bring in maybe a bag of cherries or grapes, depending on the season and truthfully depending what I have available. That is, again, keeping in mind, easily shareable. Another thing that you can bring in is if you are thinking that you might need a little pick-me-up boost, is you can bring in some protein shakes. You know, I'm not too sure how long your appointment's going to be and how cool they're going to be when you want them, but that's something, those little containers of the protein shakes, you can always put those in there. Now, one thing I didn't show you in the bag, but is a must that you bring with you, is water. Please remember to bring water with you. I don't use single plastic use bottles, but I will bring my jug of water with me, and as needed, I will ask my artist to, just to stop for a moment. I'll take a drink of water. It is extremely important that you listen to your body while you are being tattooed. Now, you know what? If you're 2-3 hours into an appointment, your artist is also 2 to 3 hours into an appointment. Communicate with each other. Be like, how are you feeling? Do you want to stop? Do you need some water? This is a team sport here. It's not just you getting tattooed, it's you getting tattooed and an artist who is tattooing you. So don't feel shy about talking to each other about your needs. You know what? Tell your artist when you get there, hey, I brought this little bag of goodies. It's for you also. They are going to appreciate it more than you know. Let them know straight up. If there's anybody else in the shop that would like some, by all means, have them come and take some. It is just a way to start your appointment just on a fun note. Your artist is immediately going to know that you're thinking about them as much as they are going to be thinking about you while you're tattooing. So please remember, keep that line of communication open and talk to each other. You know what? Do you want a break? Do you want a snack? Do you need some water? Just continue to talk, because I will guarantee you they would much rather have you open your mouth and say what you need instead of waiting and suffering through the appointment if that is what it's getting to. So I hope that this gave you some great ideas for your own snack bag. And yes, again, it is a thing. I've been doing it for years, and I've never had anybody be like, please don't be kind and bring me snacks. One last note, you will notice that all of my snacks are, again, individually packaged. Nothing is messy. I'm not bringing in syrupy things or things that have to be, cut or can be making a mess in anybody's station. I shy away from those because I'm not there to make anybody's life harder. I'm there to make people's lives more enjoyable. So keep that in mind while you are putting together your own snack bag, and I hope that this is a good tip for you and that you use it on your next appointment or even your first appointment. So as always, if you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button. If you'd like to stick around and figure out what I'm talking about next, you can hit the subscribe button. Now, if you want to see me on a daily basis and hang out with me, you can click on any of the links below and follow me on any of my social media platforms. I have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Spotify. You name it, you can find the links below, and you can just look for me as Gray Hair and Tattoos and I will pop up. So until our next time, please remember to tell yourself something kind, be positive, and I look forward to talking to you more about tattoos. And just remember, your first tattoo will lead into a second tattoo. I guarantee you that. So until next time, be well, and I'll talk to you then.